You see, when his father died so early in life, because he was just a young, very young man, he was only about 21 or 22 probably, as I remember Grandma speaking of him. He got this tooth infection, and in those days they didn't know how to treat, you know, they didn't have the things that they do nowadays. And so the infection just got worse and it killed him. And so that left Grandma alone with just two boys, two little children, very small children. And she got married again. And I have her wedding certificate to that second man. But he died also very young. She wasn't married very long at all to him, and he died. And then she decided, of course, her mother died when she was just a little girl of 6 years old. And her aunt took her in to live. And her aunt ran a boarding house. So Grandma helped her aunt, work in the kitchens and all of that sort of thing. Grandma had a hard life. She had a very hard life. So when Grandma was left that way after the second marriage, she decided she'd rent a big house and rent out the rooms to roomers. And so one of the roomers happens to be a Canaday, Tom Canaday. And so that's how she married the third man. I don't know how long in between all of this was, but when the boys were very little. His name was Leonard Canaday, but he went by Tom Canaday all his life because he was where he worked. He was so good. He worked Western. He finally was working for Western Union and working in the department where they kept all the wires going, to keep these other machines running and setting up the wires and so forth. And he was so good at his work, they all began to call him Tom, after Tom Edison. That's how he got the name of Tom. And so that's what we always knew him as, Tom Canaday. And so he never adopted Ed or John. He did. They were always, but Mom, because she was married, her name was Canaday. The boys grew up as Canadays. Well, when we got to Cincinnati and Ed knew that retirement was coming soon, he didn't want to leave any troubles for me by having the two different names because we were married under Birch. And so he had his name changed to Canaday legally.
But not until the 1970s or late 60s, huh?
Yeah, because we came out here in 72, so it was in the late 60s that he did that. It was quite a tangle there, but it finally all worked out. And I guess he was smart not to have me contend with the two names in legal matters at all, so it worked out just fine. Oh, he was always thinking ahead.